Hi, everybody. How are you? Doreen Corby here. If you are watching this on YouTube or listening on Millionaire Mamas in the Making, I'm so happy to be here with you today. Happy New Year. Are you as excited for this year as I am? I just think this year is going to be so good for so many people. I am just watching my clients, all my one-on-one clients, all my Healing Circle clients, they've done so much incredible work that this is their quantum leap year. I can't even say it's like their quantum leap event. It is going to be their quantum leap year because they have created this space in their nervous systems. They know how to regulate themselves so that they can do this like huge work in the world. So if you've been on this journey with me, likely it's going to be an amazing year for you too. And so what I want to talk about today is a couple of language changes, I guess you could say, in the Healing Circle and what's going on there. And then I want you to envision where you would be a year from now. I want you to think about what is going on in your life a year from now if you made this your year for healing. Once and for all. Trauma lives in your body. Your lived experiences live in your body. Many of you have done the mindset work, the therapy work, the brain work, but very few of you have actually done the body work. And that, as you know from last week, when I shared my own, just a little bit into my own experience, that is really where you're going to get the kind of freedom from pain that you're looking for and true relief. So where do you want to be a year from now? So I'm just going to pose that question to you. And I just want you to kind of be thinking about that. So where I want to be with you all a year from now is having successfully ran 4 healing collectives. Yep, I'm changing the name of the Healing Circle. I am trademarking all of my names, and the Healing Circle is actually already an international thing. Bringing people together in circles and talking about cancer healing, trauma healing, that is actually a thing that already exists. And what I think is so fascinating is that I didn't know that when I named it the Healing Circle. I had just facilitated a healing circle with some mamas of baby loss, and we literally sat in a circle and I walked them through some of the nervous system exercises and helped to facilitate some release of that stored up survival energy for them. And so the term Healing Circle just came to mind. We were healing and we were in a circle. Well, apparently I'm not the only one to think of that brilliant name. So as I'm building a business and as you're building your business, you really want to create names that are just yours, that you can trademark, that can be associated with you and only you. So I am renaming the Healing Circle to the Healing Collective. And the reason I chose the Healing Collective is twofold. Firstly, it is a community. It is a collective of people with different experiences and different things that they want to heal. We don't have to have the same things to heal to receive the nervous system support we need. In fact, it almost doesn't matter what you're bringing to the Healing Collective, what your lived experiences is. Of course, it matters deeply to me, but we don't have to have like a group for this and a group for that, because the tools I'm teaching you are tools that are going to heal everything simultaneously. Okay. When we heal at the nervous system level, we're healing the core of where all of your trauma, your lived experiences, your pain, your grief is stored. And so what I've heard a lot is, oh, I come for one thing and I get healing on multiple things. And I just love that because that's my lived experience too. Like I came for grief coaching, right? But there were other things in there. My perfectionism, the ways I hustled because I thought I had to. There were other things that needed to be healed. And by doing the nervous system work, I healed all of those things simultaneously. And that is really what I'm teaching you in the Healing Collective. So the Healing Collective is the new name. And I want you to think about a year from now, if you had tools and you allowed me in to coach you through these lived experiences that you have been unable to coach yourself through. Okay, that's the truth. With this nervous system work, you really do need a trained practitioner to help you through the beginnings of understanding the nuances of your nervous system, because you are inside this lived experience. Like, here's you in the nucleus of your life. It is very hard for you to see what I call your blind spots. But it is not hard for me to see as a trained practitioner. And so I can come in very gently in the Healing Collective and help you see your blind spots. So what will change about the Healing Circle versus the Healing Collective? Not much, except for it gets better every single time, because every single time I do it, I see more and more of what's needed and what's not needed. And I'll tell you what's not needed. What's not needed is more crap inside of the program. What you guys need, what I see and I have seen in my own system, is a deepening of the tools, a deepening of the understanding of how your nervous system works, which is why so many will choose to do multiple healing collectives and not just one. But I do set it up. It's once a quarter for the entire year. And I set it up this way so that you can dip in and out of this support as you feel you need it. Okay, this is really in service of you. This is all about me thinking about the way that I could best support your healing journey where you are in this moment, and where your system is. And so if it's too activating, right, maybe you'll need to take some time off. Or if you're in there and you're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed, then you can continue. So pricing for the Healing Collective and all of the details are on my website. I don't hide any of that. It's DoreenCorba.com, and you'll see the Healing Collective tab at the top. Everything is right there. We run them each quarter, and it is just the most incredible healing space that I have ever been a part of. And I just feel like the lucky one that gets to lead it, honestly. It is me bringing not just nervous system, but all of the tools, my friends, that have helped me in these 7.5 years, pull myself up and get myself to a point where I have a big thriving business, a beautiful family life, a nonprofit that I love so much. Like, I often look back and I think to myself, like, whoa, like, this is, how did I even do all of this? It's unbelievable to me where I was and how I didn't think I could ever recover to where I am now. And then it is so unbelievable for me to think about where I am now versus where I'll be 7 years from now, right? Or 2 years from now. So I really want you to ask yourself, what do I want this time next year? What do I want to say I spent my time on? What do I want to say I spent my money on? I invested my money. I don't believe in spending money. I believe in investing money at the grocery store to feed my children, when I pay my mortgage, when I pay my business bills, right? I'm always investing my money. What do I want to say I did for myself, for my family, for my clients? And I have an opportunity for you to jump into the Healing Collective with us. So I am opening the enrollments for the Healing Collective Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, the first week back in January. So that's the, is that the second, third, and fourth? Let me look. I think it's the, okay. The second, third, and fourth. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I am going to be opening back up the Healing Collective enrollment, and I want you to join us. I want you to make this the year that you get to know yourself in a way that you've never known yourself before. I want this to be the year where you are really healing like really truly healing at like the deepest layers of your body and giving your body that gift of not having to hold on to all of that stored survival energy. That is what we do inside the healing circle. When we release this survival energy, which is literally you in survival mode, we create so much space. We relieve anxiety, we relieve sadness, and it allows you to be so much calmer and more present with your family and with your business. And the things that you can build from this calmer space, you become unstoppable. You really, really do. That is what I've seen time and time again. And so I want to invite you. We start January 6th, I think it is. No, January 5th. Of course, it's Harper's date, January 5th. We kick off Thursday, January 5th. So enrollment is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Right after you hear this, very quickly, it's going to be enrollment for the Healing Collective. So we meet, here are the logistics. We meet weekly for 60 minutes. And I give you all the juiciness of the healing, and we coach live. We are in a small group intentionally, so that I am going to walk you through how to heal your nervous system, and we're going to coach live on that. In between sessions, we use Slack. So you pretty much have 24/7 access to me, not to someone I paid to do this for me, not to another coach, but to me. There will be a time, friends, in the very near future when I will be bringing in people to help coach in my program and so on and so forth. But that's not where we are now. So if you want in on that, I want you with me. Okay. My business is, and my mission is, it's been wild. It's like, it's exploding and it's so much fun. But right now in this next Healing Collective, you get me and I get to serve you. So if that is what you want at a lower price point than we would be charging in one-on-one, come on in. Let's do it. It is going to be 10 weeks in the quarter. And I'm sorry. It's going to be 8 weeks in the quarter. Sorry, it used to be 10 weeks. It's going to be 8 weeks for a quarter. And I'm going to be gone some of those times. You guys may not be able to be at every single one, and that's okay. What I have learned in doing this is that it takes about 8 sessions for your nervous system to really start to rock and roll with this healing. So if this is the second or third time that you're doing the Healing Collective, we get to jump right in and rock and roll with you. So it's 8 sessions throughout the quarter, and it's attracting the most phenomenal women. Like, this is the kind of group I would want to be a part of. Luckily I am, but you get to meet the most heart-centered, mission-driven, badass entrepreneurs, and not just entrepreneurs too, just women who are highly focused on making an impact and super self-aware that there's change that needs to be done inside of them in order to change their world, because we literally live in our own perspective and our own body. That is what we see. That is how we operate. And so if you aren't happy with how things are going, here's your chance to heal why that is. Okay. So I really want you to be there. And if you do have questions, I do offer discovery calls. You will just note that in your application for the Healing Collective. And then I will answer all of your questions, or we can go back and forth on email. But you will find a lot of your questions answered on my website at DoreenKorba.com, KORBA.com, and go to Healing Collective. So when you're thinking about yourself a year from now, where do you want to spend your time? Where do you want to invest your money? What do you want to have achieved? And if you think about yourself a year ago and you look at how far you've come and where you invested your money and where you invested your time, how would you like for that to change for this next year? There are certain years that need to be devoted to inner growth, to inner healing. And then there are certain years that need to be devoted to other things. And if you know that this is your year of growth for inner healing and just that real deep inner work, then I cannot wait to partner with you. And the Healing Collective is just the most incredible opportunity. I do also offer one-on-one coaching. And a lot of my Healing Collective clients will do one-on-one coaching and the Healing Collective. So when we have our call, we will walk through that. And if you're not sure if one-on-one is best for you or the Healing Collective is best for you, I will honestly tell you based on what your goals are and what is going on with your system. I'll be able to feel that out in our discovery call. It's very, very important to me that my clients are getting the right support. I am not the coach that is going to say, well, this is the best thing because that's what's best for me, right? What's best for me is what's best for you. And so when we have our discovery call, that's really the biggest reason I do it, is I'd like to assess where your nervous system is. I'll be able to feel that on the call. And then we'll talk through where you're going to feel most comfortable and where you're going to get the best support. And also, I'll tell you if it's not the right time. If I don't think you're ready, I will tell you. And if you don't think you're ready, then, we will have that conversation. So there's absolutely zero harm in filling out the application and setting up a call. Filling out the application does not mean like I am going to force you to be inside of my coaching container. It's so funny. I would never do that. I don't want to actually work with anyone that's not like so super excited to work with me. Like that's not fun at all. So this is just for people that want to do this work, that want to do it with me, and that want to hop on a call and say, listen, is Q1 the right time? Is Q4 the right time? Here's what's going on, and we can hash it out. And I don't know when I'm going to be having other people in the program and running some of these things for me. All I know is that Q1 Healing Collective is open for enrollment Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the first week back in January. We kick off that Thursday, and I really want you there. I think it's going to be absolutely incredible. And I really want you to cherish and be proud of how far you've come this year. And if you're scared for the things that you know you need to do next year, that is normal. A lot of my clients kind of grab my hands. I'm like, you grab my hands, even though your heels are kind of digging into the sand. You're kind of like, just grab my hand. If you can see me on YouTube, you can see me. Grab my hands and know that you are in excellent, excellent hands. Like I will take very good care of you. All right, my friends, happy freaking New Year. I am so excited for what's ahead for you this year, every single one of you. It is going to be incredible. And I hope these reflections, you can journal out some of these questions for you. Where do you want to be a year from now? How far have you come? Look how you really think about how proud you are for all that you've accomplished this year. And I can't wait to see you on the podcast, on YouTube, inside the Healing Collective, inside my one-on-one container. And I do have other things brewing. I cannot wait to share them with you. All right. I will talk to you next week. Bye.